Hey Aries, what's going on? Meaningful Intuitive Guided Tarot here. Hello, hello. I hope you guys have been enjoying your solar return day. So once again, happy birthday to all of you. This is a very special type of energy here that, as I mentioned in my intro presentation to you guys, reading that this solar return day for you guys, it comes with it some very powerful energy. Why? Because I mentioned that you guys, this is Aries season. We are almost at the end of it, but we're still in the thick of it with you guys. But for some of you that may not know, there's going to be a solar eclipse as well as a new moon. Well, first, there's a new moon with the solar eclipse. I like that better. There's a new moon that is going to be in you guys' sign, but apart with it, it's going to be this solar eclipse that, according to many astrologers, is going to be like none other. So yes, we've had solar eclipse. We just finished coming out of the shadows of the lunar eclipse that we had behind the full moon. I forget the sign it was. I believe it was in Libra. But you guys are going to be ringing in a new moon coming up on April 8th, but a solar eclipse with it, which means some very powerful, major energies. So with that being said, when I prepared your reading, I asked Spirit to incorporate the energy of the pre-shadow energy behind the solar eclipse that is coming up for you guys next week, Monday. And so with that being said, let us get into your reading because, like I said, this is your special day. For some of you have been celebrating it, but maybe some of you have yet to go out tonight and celebrate. So I'm just going to take a couple of minutes of your time, if you allow me, to just give you what to expect for the week ahead, because this will be my 3-part bonus weekly reading for you guys. All right, so without further ado, let's get right into your reading. So as always, like I said, I have broken down your weekly reading based upon your personal and spiritual developmental growth, followed by the next area of your life that many of you, no doubt, are curious to know what is happening there, and that is love and relationships. And then we close out with the last part, which is another area that most of you always might be curious about. It's what will happen when it comes to my finances, pertaining to that of either my career or job, work. What is going on there? So I'm going to try my best to give you just a little snippet of what's to come. Now, the reason I'm giving you more or less just a quick little mini overview of what this week will hold, but I'm going to actually be giving you guys more of an extensive reading come the new moon, because it's in your sign, and I generally now give whatever the moon, whatever sign is in a moon phase, be it a new moon or full moon, I exclusively give a reading there. So you can say that whatever comes out for you pertaining to this week, which can also carry over beyond that, it's going to be like an extended message that will be pertaining to that solar eclipse new moon. So you guys are actually, you can say you guys are going to be in the spotlight for this week and the next week, and even beyond that, because solar eclipse tend to carry with it, as according to many astrologers, it tends to carry an energy that can last up to 30 days, but it can last 3 months, and even beyond that. So I personally feel intuitively, that whatever comes out or what has come out for you guys, it's going to carry you out for the rest of this year. That is my personal opinion on that, intuitively speaking, because the energy here is very powerful already. All right. So with that being said, let us get into it. I do want to remind you, though, that even though this is a reading for a general reading, that is for the collective of you Aries, still bear in mind that that's just what it is. It's a general reading. At any time that you feel that you want a little bit more of an extended, detailed reading behind whatever comes out for you that you feel resonates, but you want a little bit more, well, Meaningful Intuitive Guided Tarot is open for private sessions. I will have that information linked for you in the description box, where you can book in a personal reading. book a personal reading with me so that I can give a more tailored reading pertaining to your energy and your situation. All right? So, without further ado, let's get into you guys' reading. We're going to start off first when it comes to your personal and spiritual development to growth. Now, the message that I got, the energy message behind what carries pertaining to this particular area of your life, it is this: enough is enough. Striking a balance by cutting cords, letting go of what no longer serves you anymore. So you see, my Aries, you fire signs, you are taking on that energy of taking out your, as you will, your metaphoric sword, and you are cutting those cords with anything that has run its course, basically. All right. The energies that have come out, I pulled out a major arcana and I pulled out another energy that you can say has been triggered by the major arcana pertaining to your energies for this week. The major arcana that came out for you guys was that of the Empress. So for those that know and listen to tarot or understand the major arcanas, particularly the Empress, this is a very good lucky energy because it represents abundance. That's what the Empress represents. Now, yes, it also means birth because that is the energy of the Empress. Is a fertility card. So for some of you, it can mean an actual literal birth where some of you might already be pregnant, or you might find out during this period of time that you become pregnant and that you're looking to start a family. But I feel that for the chunk of you that is watching, that this Empress energy has a lot to do with what is to come when it comes to your money, when it comes to career, even though we're not going to get there yet. But I feel that this lavishness, this abundance type of energy is going to come into your life, and you're going to see it. If you don't see it just yet, you're going to see it, and probably, no doubt, during that eclipse with that new moon, as the new moon does what? It brings new beginnings. It triggers new chapters. So I feel that some of you has already been on that journey of closing out chapters and trying to open up possibilities, because why? The possibilities are endless for you guys. And so I was very excited as I saw the energies of your card, because it's like you guys are in fact embracing who you are. Along with that Empress energy, you guys also got the Ten of Wands. This is your guys' energy. As you know, that Wands is connected with fire element. So you being an Aries, this is definitely your energy that is playing out. Now, the Ten of Wands is that when it comes to your personal life. When I mentioned briefly, 1 second. When I mentioned that you guys are cutting the cords and letting things go that no longer serves you, I feel when it comes to every aspect of your life, your personal, love, and even when it comes to your finances connected to career and job, you guys are in this energy of the Ten of Wands. You are letting it go. You are releasing. It's out with the old and in with the new. And what is triggering that energy is that of the Empress, abundance. You guys are in abundant energy right now, because as I said, you are exploring, you are done with whatever that has, you can say, outgrown its energy that is impacting you. So you are letting go and releasing that energy so that you can bring in something new and fresh, because after the Ten of Wands is the Ace of Wands. The 10 is an end of a cycle, and an ace begins a cycle. So you guys are building up this momentum from now, kind of catapulting you, I can't talk tonight, catapulting you into some very new changes, because there's some big significant changes that is on the horizon for you guys. And so it's very exciting. All right. And I feel that some of you have already begun to take that metaphoric sword and have been beginning to cut away, letting things go that you know what, as they say, there's a time and a season for things. And for some of you, it does pertain to personal relationships, as we in a second going to get over to the love, because you're also letting things go in that area, and as well when it comes to your money. Now, let's jump down to the the cards that have come out to give further understanding behind the energy of the Empress and that of the Ten of Wands. And the cards that came out is the Nine of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. So remember, Ten of Wands also, for a minute, it's about things that now, if you notice, the energy message is striking a balance, right? Because I feel that this is what the Two of Pentacles is. You guys have been unbalanced, unstable, feeling like things in your life, in your personal life, have been kind of up and down, right? A lot of maybe, chaotic movement. Whatever it may mean for you on a personal level, because this is a general reading, but for some of you, connecting to the Nine of Swords, some of you have been so much feeling out of sorts, feeling unstable, that for some of you, it may have even affected your sleep, because Nine of Swords is that of, things on your mind. You've been in your head a lot, and because it could be that you have been trying to make some decisions, right? Because twos in tarot is making decisions that maybe you've been wanting to make and you haven't used. Maybe for some of you, you haven't used that fire yet to ignite that decision, to come to some sort of decision. But I feel that you guys now have reached the point where you now know that now is the time I have to come to a decision. And when I make that decision, it's no going back, right? So you are, in a way, clearing out. You're one last straw away from deciding what it is you need to do. And that last straw is somewhat shown in the Ten of Wands, because Ten of Wands, it's done. You are already decided that this is what needs to go so that I can open the door for what needs to come into my life. Guys, excuse me, for whatever reason, I cannot talk, don't know, but nonetheless, it could be the eclipse, because I also believe Mercury retrograde is also, I believe, in our energy today as well. You know what Mercury retrograde does. When it comes to communications and technology, there's always some type of interference. So I'm going to blame it on the retrograde. All right. But Nine Swords, Two Pentacles, you guys are coming into balance at this time, because you know that the possibilities is limitless. And that is a very good type of mindset to have, because swords deals with the mind. So you are adjusting, you are understanding that you at the end have the power to, just like the Magician, which is one of my favorite major arcanas, you have the power to change your narrative of the story. So you can say that technically you guys are closing out a chapter and creating and about to start a new chapter, a new story moving forward. So as I always say, whenever we see milestones and we are excited about the small accomplishments that we make, to go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back, because it's a job well deserved. All right. Now, as we shift down to see what it looks like pertaining to your spiritual journey leading up to what's to come, I pulled from the Soul's Journey deck, and what came out was very interesting, that of purpose. All right, so this is like the quest that you guys are on at this time when it comes to your personal, because whatever it is that you are experiencing on the personal front to your development, it does swift over and help that of your spiritual journey, because the two is interconnected, right? They go hand in hand. So we have here purpose. And the message here is, I know what I am here to do. Now, before we wind down and close out, I want to read something here to give you more insight about what this really means for you. The message here is, it says, your purpose in life is not your career. Rather, your career is guided by your purpose. What activities speak to your soul? What brings you joy, Aries? That is the direction your soul is calling you toward to best convey your own unique expression of love and make a contribution to the world. If you're not happy with your current circumstances, then this is your soul telling you that there is a better way to manifest your own gifts. Listen to your intuition. It is your connection to spirit and the voice of your soul. And you see why I wanted to bring in that extra message, because it kind of brings it home. It goes right back to what it is that you guys are in transition of doing. So you guys, you can say it's going through a metamorphosis. You are understanding and seeing that you do have a purpose, but a purpose that is not set on what you've been accustomed to. You are at this point, I feel, stepping out of your comfort zone. And I feel like generally, as me myself, I'm on the verge of actually doing that this year as well. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. You guys are stepping out of your comfort zone because you're realizing that there's more to what it is that you have in front of you. Are you really happy? Are you satisfied? If the answer is no, you have the power to change your destiny. You have the power to manifest your dreams into reality, understanding that what the possibilities is endless. That is a very powerful, strong, motivational attitude to have, but it starts in the mind, and I feel that that is what you guys are in transition of doing. So yes, you deserve a pat on the back for that. All right, so keep that in mind. Good job, and keep up the good work. Now, that ends that. So if that resonates for you, feel free to let me know in the comment section. Now, moving on to love and relationships. The message there is this: set yourself free to experience real, true love. Why? Because you deserve it. So I think that's very clear. My throat is very dry. 1 second. I am very thirsty. All right, so set yourself free. Now, as always, whatever comes out in the personal, it tends to spill over into the love area. And sometimes the love spill over. So all your 3-part messages, they all kind of interconnect. All right, so the energies that have come out pertaining to the areas of love and relationships, you guys got the 8 of Swords, and you got the major arcana of the Sun. Whenever the Sun comes out in a reading, it's a very good positive energy. It's a yes. If you have a question to anything, it's a yes. But it's a very positive attitude. But when you think about it, if you see here, the imagery here, despite if you guys, if you're masculine watching or feminine watching, it doesn't matter. It's all about the energy. If you notice, there's someone here that is like having their arms out. It's like freedom at last, right? Setting yourself free. Because when you think about the 8 of Swords, this is an energy of not feeling free. This is an energy of entrapment, being restricted, feeling that you are limited, right? So we just came out of your personal. Somehow you was feeling limited there, but you have changed that mindset to know that the possibilities is limitless. And you're carrying that energy and that attitude over when it comes to love. So for those of you that are in relationships, maybe this is a time to realize that, you know something, I am not happy where I am in this relationship. And there is the law of attraction that is connected to that of free will. At the end, we have free will to go where we feel that we deserve love. Free will to know that if we are not being treated in a certain way in a love relationship, well, then you know what? Then I need to step back, come out of this relationship, and to open up to love again, not chasing love, because when you chase, you don't want to chase love. But when you're open to it, you attract love. And the only way you can attract that true love to you is by opening up. But first, letting go, cutting those ties to a relationship or a person that do not serve you anymore. And so when it comes to love and relationship, this is exactly what you guys are on the verge of doing. So again, congratulate yourself for allowing yourself to let go. Now, as we shift down to the love oracles, the love oracle that is giving further meaning behind the 8 of Swords, you guys got Cassette. And this is like, again, letting go things that have served you, things that no longer serve you at this point, getting rid of the old and opening up for new, if it's new love, even if you're not searching for it. But again, to say to yourself that, you know what, at the end, I love myself. And when I love myself, I will attract someone that will love me back because I deserve it, right? So what you put out in terms of how you feel about yourself, you will get it back tenfold, all right? But outdated, you'll getting rid of your way of thinking when it comes to love. For some of you, you might be already single, and maybe now you are stepping into a period of time that you're thinking positive, that of the sun energy. So if you have been single, but you've been thinking about it from a perspective of negativity, this is a time that maybe now you're going to shift the way you think about love, to say, you know something, I do deserve love, and so I'm going to at least open up myself to it, if that makes sense, right? Now, to clarify the energy of the sun, we have sunglasses. So you guys, again, you are coming out of, that expression, wearing rose-colored glasses, to know that it's an illusion. If you are in a situation, if you are in an illusion of how you think, then it's only going to keep you foggy, to see things for what they really are. So if you're in a relationship and you've been seeing that it's no longer serving you, you are cutting the cords, you're letting it go. If you have been single and you perhaps are changing your perspective and how you perceive love, and to understand that I do deserve love. If I can, even though this didn't work, but who's to say that I can't go at it again and things will be better, because then the person that maybe is attracted to me and I'm attracted to them, they will treat me better than the person that I just came out of a relationship with. So put it where it fits you on a personal level, but whatever it is, there is something positive that is going to come behind whatever decision you make, because going back over to your personal, you are making a decision. If you have already, it's going to go well. Whatever decision you have made, it's going to go in your favor. If you are not there yet, between now and by the new eclipse in the new moon, you will have already decided what you need to do moving forward for the better. All right, good. And so as we close out this part of the reading, what did I wanted to ask Spirit? What is their advice for you pertaining to what's going on with love and career? Not love and career, with love and relationship. Mercury, retrograde, stop messing with me. All right, so your advice from Spirit when it comes to what is the final message. You guys got romantic feelings here. The message is, your feelings are real and worth exploring. And on top of the deck, you have, you deserve love. Just what I pointed out moments ago, that you deserve love. So if you are with somebody and you haven't been treated well, and you are on the verge of letting it go, just know that when you love yourself, you are opening up that energy to attract somebody that will love you just as much. If you are single, your time will come somewhere along this time, whether it be this week, within this month, the next 2 months, somehow within this year. For my single ladies out there, or my single masculine men, this will be the year that love will come to you, because you deserve it. What you put out there is what you will get back, if that makes sense. And I hope it does. All right, so that is what we got when it comes to that. And if that part of this reading resonated for you, please let me know in the comment section. Now we're going to close out with, when it comes to your finances that is connected to your career and your job. And the message that I got there is abundance that will further support your purpose. Remember, early on in the personal, you got the card of purpose. And as well, you got the Empress, which is about abundance. Now that we are moving over into that of your finances, that means that somewhere along the line, Aries, that you guys are going to come out very well when it comes to your finances. Okay, so for those that have a career, you are on the verge of doing something different. You're stepping out of your comfort zone. You have had enough with maybe the career that you thought was your career, but maybe you're realizing, something, I'm not really happy. If it's a job that you have had for quite some time, you're realizing, this is truly not where I want to be. I am not being recognized, or I'm not being appreciated for what I bring to the table, so to speak. It's time for change. And so that is what it's about. But whatever the changes is pertaining to your finances, connected to career or job, it's going to help pertaining to that of your purpose. And remember early on when I read from the book that your career is not, what did I say? I have to go right back right quick. What did it say about that? It was very interesting pertaining to that. When it says, yes, your purpose in life is not your career. Rather, your career is guided by your purpose, right? What brings you joy? So, if in fact you have been in a career that hasn't brought you joy, you've been at a job that hasn't brought you joy, what does that mean? It's time for change. And that's exactly what you guys are doing. What came out was two major arcanas when it comes into what is happening. Yet again, the Empress have come out, which came out earlier, that of the Star. So these are two very powerful, very positive energy cards, especially when it comes to finance. We all want to see these type of energies to come out when speaking about our money, our finances, because everybody wants abundance, right? Because abundance is not always in the form of money. Abundance can be in any form, but because we are speaking about money, we all can benefit from abundance, right? Not too much, not too little, but enough where it makes us comfortable, enough where we can really feel that what we are putting ourselves into pertaining to work and career is something that's going to make us happy at the end. There's a saying, if you love what you do, you have a passion of what it is you do, you would never work a day in your life. And it's so true. I know I love the things that I like to do when it comes to that of my purpose. I love what I do, such as this, being an intuitive, a tarot reader. I love what I do. So it doesn't feel like work because you love what you do. It's only when you feel stuck, when you're unhappy and you're complaining, does it feel like work. So you guys, again, going back to that Ten of Wands, you guys are coming out of that energy. You are changing your attitude when it comes to what it is that I really want. Aries wants to do this. Aries can do it. You put your mind to it. You guys have what it takes. You are go-getters. So you are actually displaying your energy trait pertaining to your sign of Aries. You start off the zodiac sign. You are motivational. You are ambitious. And this is exactly the kind of energy that you guys are currently in. With the Star here, whatever it is that you have manifested, whatever it is, your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, oh, it's coming. It's going to come into fruition during some time of this year. So if it's not this yet, for some of you, it might have already started. For others of you, it might show itself around that new moon, solar eclipse, or it might show a week after, a month after, maybe 3 months later, but it's going to show. You guys are coming into a very abundant time, all right? So the fact that it have popped up in your reading twice, this is like double abundance for you guys. For some, it might be a windfall. For others of you, that abundance might take the form in terms of, a brand new career that is going to bring you a very good, solid, financial, stable career as far as your finances goes. For others of you, this could be a job that you applied for that is going to reach out to you and give you an offer, that something that is like one of those things where it's one of those once in a lifetime opportunities that you will not want to miss out on. Also, another energy that came out is that of the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is also connected to you guys because Wands is associated with the earth, with the fire element. So even though it's a Queen of Wands, so even though most of my viewers and subscribers are my feminine energies out there, for any masculine, it doesn't matter, just in case I have masculine that is watching this reading, that this Queen of Wands energy is that of taking that step, taking that energy of that she holds the Ace of Wands. And in tarot, there's no specific gender. It's all about the energy at the end of the day. But this imagery shows that this person here is holding on to that wand, holding on very tightly, holding on to your dreams, your aspirations, your ambitions, whatever makes you feel happy, what inspires you, right? You're not allowing yourself to remain and be stuck in a relationship, in a job, in a career that do not make you happy. So out with the old and something new. All right, so that is very wonderful. And as we close out, I wanted to pull a card from the Angels of Abundance deck. And what came out, again, pertaining to abundance, is a windfall of abundance. And I mentioned that a few minutes ago that some of you, this could be a windfall that could be coming to you in whatever way, through an inheritance, through a wedding, for those that, not that I'm promoting lottery, but for those of you that maybe do play, especially when you have the Powerball or the Mega Millions that has been very high, you might want to play. Maybe there's some type of luck that might surround that you might turn out to hit that windfall and hit the winning numbers, right? So whatever aspect this may mean for you guys, there is abundance in your future, beyond a doubt, because you got a lot of positive energies that's indicating that you guys are in an abundant period of time. And it says here, as we close out, an increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, because abundance can come in different forms. Some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, your health, and charitable work. So there you have it. And I'm going to end it there, my Aries. Aries, if this part of the reading did resonate for you, let me know. I'm very curious. Maybe all the aspects, maybe every area resonated for you, and that's wonderful. But as I said in the beginning, if it doesn't, and you want a little bit more of an extended detailed reading behind what might be coming up for you guys, like I said, please reach out to me, and the information will be linked in the description box, where I will be able to give you your own personal reading that will be tailored for your situation in any area of your life. All right. Anyway, this is where I will yield and stop, so that you guys, for those that haven't got a chance to celebrate your big special day today, you might be going out tonight to really celebrate it. So I'm going to leave you. I wanted to just give you a heads up as to what might be coming up. But like I said, if anything, I will be coming back next week on April 8th to give you guys your own exclusive solar eclipse new moon reading. You will get a whole lot of information and a lot of highlights and whatever it is that comes out pertaining to that. You guys are going to benefit a lot from that reading. So I'm excited. I hope you are. Thank you for watching. And until the next solar return, wishing all of you an amazing birthday. Peace, love, and light, and much abundance to you. Don't forget to give yourself a pat on the back for the progress that you have made moving forward. Thank you for watching. Peace, love, and light. Namaste. Bye.